Miner fans, you're going to enjoy this. It's a treat for you because we get a chance to Zoom with many former members of the UTEP basketball team, and we've got a good one with us all the way from Spain. Very happy to have Eric Vila with us right now here on the program. Eric, good to see you, and welcome back to the show. How you doing?
Good. How you guys doing? Thank you for having me back. I'm really happy, and yeah, I hope everything's okay.
Things are good with us, and it sounds like things are going great for you. Being back in your home country, getting a chance to be healthy, playing basketball again, and winning a championship. A lot's happened in the last 12 or so months since we last saw you here in El Paso, isn't it?
Yes, sir. I'm really happy, with my recovery from my injury. I'm super happy to be back home. It was definitely a much needed experience for me, being back at home with my people. It definitely helped out with the recovery process. So just really happy for the opportunity they gave me, and just now to win the championship, promote, and get on the top division in Spain.
Now let's start with the injury for a second, because a lot of us were worried about you, and I'm sure you were worried about yourself because we didn't know if you were ever going to have a chance to play basketball again. Let's talk about the injury and how you've been able to recover to get back on the court.
Yes, sir. So it was a little unfortunate that right the first couple of months of getting to UTEP, I just started having pains on my left foot. The team was aware of that, and being a basketball player, obviously you're always have some type of pains or issues, So we just with the athletic trainer, we just started working on that, trying to get it as less painful as possible to play, and we just decided to play it off my first whole season at UTEP. But I knew something was wrong. My whole teammates, all the coaching staff, I think they all knew there was something wrong. So right when we finished the tournament, it got canceled because of COVID, obviously. We just wanted to do some testing, but I wasn't able to do so because everything was shut down. All the hospitals were obviously packed with people since this whole breakdown of COVID happened, So eventually I was able to do some testing in August, and it just turned out that they told me I had one type of injury that eventually I didn't have, but I was misdiagnosed. So I just started the season expecting to play by conference time. Was hopeful, because I also used the time for COVID to kind of get back in shape and be healthy. So I was hoping to be playing for conference play, but my pain wasn't going away. We did everything we could with athletic training staff, and nothing really improved. So I just knew that something was still wrong. And with my corner, my family, we decided we needed some more testing. We needed to see a specialist, and that's what we did. Also with the help of the coaching staff, they helped me out to find a really good doctor in Houston. And I think was late February, I got diagnosed correctly with what I had my injury. It was way more severe than what they first told me. So I just knew at that point I had to get surgery, get that taken care of, and start the recovering process.
I guess the hardest thing for you is that for the 2 years you spent in El Paso at UTEP, you were never able to get comfortable, stay healthy. So ultimately, it's kind of a bittersweet 2 years for you as a Miner, isn't it? Because a lot of UTEP fans never came close to seeing what you were capable of on the basketball court.
Yes, sir. I think it's something I will carry with me my whole life, maybe, just knowing that I think I could have given more to the UTEP community. They were so great to me and welcome when I first got there, and I was really hoping to show them my skill set, and I think I wasn't able, like you just said, I wasn't able to do that. And it's something that I hope with time and growing as a pro, I can hopefully make them proud and show them what I can do on the basketball court, since I wasn't able to do it when I was at UTEP. But that's also one of motivation, just to bounce back from that injury and just kind of represent UTEP in a different way, not just what I was able to do in college, but just do it at the pro level as well.
Eric Vila with us here on Sports Talk. Could you have decided to take a medical red shirt, come back from the surgery, and have played last season with the Miners, or had you used up all your eligibility and that really wasn't an issue at that point?
No, technically I had the COVID year to play, but I just at that point, I think my mind was already in Spain. I just needed that time at home and just start playing with the professionals, and I think it was draining that situation with me and what happened, that I just felt it was the right thing to do, and it was the best for my development, in my opinion. At that time, of course.
So you come back to Spain, and how long did it take you from when you arrived till you were really able to get back into a position where you could play basketball without any pain in your left foot?
So it was a process, a whole process. So I spent the whole summer. Well, actually, I flew to Spain in April, but I had a boot, I had the scooter, the whole crutches situation going, so I couldn't do anything. But I just used those 4 weeks before graduation to just be with my family and just be able to see them, because I haven't seen them at that point for 2 years since COVID happened. So I also missed my whole family because I wasn't able to fly back home because of COVID. So that was another situation as well. And after graduation, I flew back to the States, high graduation. And at that point, I stopped using crutches. I still had the boot, but I stopped using it because the doctor said it was okay. And so I basically spent the whole summer slowly getting back into shape, adjusting to my foot. And I want to say maybe like a month before the season started in Spain, I would say August and maybe September. That's when I felt comfortable starting to play basketball. It was an adjustment, because the first preseason games and stuff, it was a little tough, and I was obviously scared, but it just took a little longer, but that was okay, because I understood that was a process, and then I needed to get back into basketball shape.
Eric, what was your involvement like with Marc Gasol? I know he's somebody who, when you were with us here in our Lubin studios, you told us how much of an influence he was when he was still playing in the NBA, but now he goes over to Spain. You end up joining his team. What kind of influence did he have to your decision on playing pro basketball?
It was huge. I remember talking about it. That's right. When I got to Paso, he was a huge influence. Obviously, he's the president of my hometown team. So to me, it's someone I always looked up to as a professional. And obviously, when we first talked and we discussed my situation, he just made me feel really comfortable with my opportunity there, and an opportunity just to grow and get back into basketball shape and just feel comfortable playing again. So he was huge. I'm super thankful for the opportunity he gave me, and being under his wing a little bit now that I'm playing with him, it's just incredible. It's been a super good experience for me just to be around that kind of talent, so I'm just really happy and thankful for the opportunity he gave me to play basketball over there.
Eric, you had a really a good season with Girona, all things considered, because you got healthy, you had a chance to start playing, contributing, you started scoring again, and getting about 21 minutes a game for this club. So I would say that if you had to gauge what your return to the basketball court was like as a professional in Spain, it's got to be a huge success for you, right?
Huge, especially being the youngest in the team. You always have to learn the ropes in a way, but also I feel this year has been incredible just because of Marc and what he brought to the table. That's the move he made coming from the NBA to Girona was unheard of. No NBA player would ever do that. That just says a lot about him too, what he believes and how he feels about the city. So back home we're super happy, and I don't think we're ever going to be able to thank him for what he's doing for the city, but yeah, I'm super happy. Like I said, first year as a professional, really happy, and just a lot of things coming in the future, but just trying to take it all in and enjoy this time now.
So I'm looking at the roster, and Gasol was 37 years of age. You said you were the youngest, but it's funny. There are a lot of guys that were in their mid-20s, mid to late 20s on this club. So it was probably a pretty good range of basketball talent on Girona, wasn't it?
Yes, sir. I think we had a good mix of young talent with also really veteran players that have been around professional leagues and first division in Spain. So for me, it was just a great opportunity just to learn. I know I had to learn from these guys just because they've been around so much, and obviously Marc has been all over the world playing basketball, but also these old veterans that just know their way, just trying to learn, being a sponge, and just trying to learn from these guys.
Absolutely. So when you look at the way the season went, it went so well for you that your club wins the championship and now gets to move up a level in the professional ranks in Spain. You know, we always think about football for relegation in European sports. We don't always think about basketball, but sure enough, that's exactly the way things are in Spain, isn't it?
Yes, sir. So we're playing second division, and we just promoted to ACB, which is arguably the second best league in the world after the NBA. So that's how it works really in Europe. If you lose, you relegate. If you win, and you can promote. So we got a great chance to promote because of the team we created and Mark created. So it was a great success for us this year.
What is the community support like? About how many fans do you draw per game, and how is it? How do you describe it to our listeners?
It's unreal. Like, European fans are something different. It kind of reminds me of the student section in school. Sports in Europe are huge, and people like bleed the team colors. You know, it's like, in a way, being part of your own school. That's how it is for the whole city. So we just had a parade to celebrate, and you felt like a rock star. You are in this bus, you know, and there's the whole city out and just supporting you. It's just something amazing, and you know, I'm just super happy for the city because I'm from there, and obviously it makes me proud to be part of that team that promoted to ACB, you know. But just, it's an incredible feeling. Like I said, in Europe, sports are huge, so yeah, it's huge for the city.
I want to go through that championship parade feeling, Eric, because you're doing this in front of your hometown. You're getting to ride around in this bus and getting excited with all your teammates. That must be just an unbelievable feeling, right?
Unbelievable. And also, I think something historical that happened. The same day we promoted to first division, the soccer team of Girona promoted to first division. So we made a parade, both teams together. And now the whole city has two first division teams in one. It was 136 minutes apart since we promoted and the soccer team promoted, and it just never happened in European sports before. So I think that added a little extra to the excitement that the city was experiencing, because both the men's basketball and soccer promoted, and now Girona, it's one of the only 5 cities in Spain that has professional basketball and soccer in the same city.
That's awesome. And the fact you guys both got promoted in the same season is unbelievable when you start to think about what that means for the city and all the fans out there. Absolutely. It's huge. For you now, number one focus, staying healthy. We know that, but you're going to get the opportunity now to play on this club in the top level of basketball in Spain. You talked about just the quality of what it's like in terms of competition, just under the NBA. Goals for you, just continue to establish yourself in Spain and then maybe get a chance to play on the national team and have a chance to go play in the Olympics?
That would be the dream, honestly. I know I'm still really young, especially now that I move a step up. I know it's going to be really tough because of the level of competition. So just trying to work every day, learn from the vets, and just learn my way around the league. I know it's going to be an adjustment, obviously, but I'm excited. It's also something I've been dreaming of my whole life, so I think I'm ready. But just want to put the work in, and just trust what you're doing. Trust the team, trust the development, and just stay the course.
Would you ever want to look at, as you hone your game in Europe, have an opportunity to come back to the States, maybe play either in the G League or the Summer League with the goals of one day trying to get into the NBA?
Obviously, I think if you're playing basketball, that's always a dream, you know. So I know where I'm at. I know that there's still a long way to go, but that's all. I think that's one. If you play basketball, I think that's probably one of your dreams, you know, just to play in the NBA at the highest level. So I'm going to work towards that. I know it's still a lot of work to be done. So I'm patient, but I know hopefully one day we can make it and get there, you know.
As far as UTEP goes, do you keep in touch with some of your former teammates as well as the program now with Coach Golding?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I was there last year. I think I'm going to be there this year just to see. I like to keep in touch. I've been keeping in touch with all the guys that were there during my time at UTEP. I'm so happy for the success they had this year. I've been following them. I even made my teammates watch some of our games or soccer or football games. So yeah, I'm just trying to keep in touch with them. I still talk to a lot of them. So I wish them nothing but the best. They know that, and I will always cherish their successes. But yeah, I love UTEP. I'm really proud to be alumni. So I'm just gonna try to keep following the program.
Can minor fans follow and watch games with you for Girona? Will they be able to see you in action online?
I think so. I don't know exactly. Every year is different, you know. But last year they were on La Liga Sports TV or Movistar, which is kind of like what you guys have, the ESPN situation in Spain. I'm not sure about next year, but I think so.
All right. Well, we'll keep an eye on things. We're excited about it. And more than anything else, Eric, we're happy you're healthy. That's the most important thing. We talked about it at the start of this interview. We never had the opportunity to see what you were fully capable of because you played hurt your entire time in El Paso at UTEP. And we're happy you're healthy. We're happy you're getting a chance to continue your career. And it sounds like things are really, really going great for you back in your hometown.
Yes, I'm really thankful, you know, for you guys' support, the UTEP community. And I just hope to make you guys proud, you know, to make UTEP proud and just represent UTEP in a different way at the pro level. So just really happy to be alumni and represent UTEP, but I'm just thankful for my time in El Paso as well.
Let's keep in touch. Looking forward to having you back on the show. And in the meantime, have a great summer. And thanks for the time, Eric.
Thank you so much. Thank you guys for having me. And just wish you nothing but the best and have a good summer.